It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they really played well a week ago when they win over the Jets.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Prescott. That's complete to John Ross. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott now. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Let's face it, everybody in the start of the game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Here's Allen to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On second and a long way to go. Allen, and this is caught by Watkins. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. The first quarter he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. So another interception for him on the year. He is making quite a splash in his rookie campaign.
And most linebackers feel they're lucky if they get 1 or 2 of these a year, because once you start getting to 3, 4, and 5, that's when you know you've got a special player and someone the quarterbacks have to account for.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's Cook again.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Allen going to go on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott eluding the pressure right.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Allen going deep here for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Eagles sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open. But I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
The defenders certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Run straight ahead here with Pollard. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Now Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Giving credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles will have solid field position as they take over at the 35-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
56, 56.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. To the air again, Prescott. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. So it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far, brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, that talked about big plays, sacks? They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around the sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Cook up the gut. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 23. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Left side, Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Here's Allen. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dylan Parham from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Ross.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
He was brought down by Anthony Walker. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It will go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Prescott.
And this pass broken up.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can't go with try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. They use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. On play action, Allen. Touchdown, Eagles! The second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Brandon.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or 2, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pets.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he's got his big tight end here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Allen to throw. He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Philadelphia, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get to stay